Hi, welcome to Live with Connie. Let me know as you enter the chat. Make sure you leave a comment. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing tonight? And Michelle, hi there. Tonight it's going to be basically a Q&A. I'll let y'all ask me questions, and then I'll ask y'all some questions. But that's basically what there's going to be to expect tonight. So how are y'all doing? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me and see me okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So, where are y'all from? I'm from Louisiana. And what are y'all currently working on? I'm basically going to kind of give a little time for other people to start entering the chat before I really get started. So you're from Kansas, Michelle? Are you still here, Lisa? Hi, Marshley, am I saying that right? I'm doing great. How are you tonight? And let me know where you're from and what are you working on, either knitting or crochet wise. So Michelle, you're working on the Avaline Throw. It's a free pattern on Premier's website. That sounds nice. I'm currently trying to catch up on my temperature blanket. I'll be working on my ocean sea turtle blanket again. And I started knitting on my first pair of socks today. I have 5 rows done, and this is the first time that I've worked with number 2 yarn. And let me say that first row was difficult, but I got it, so it's getting easier now. So you're also crocheting a baby Afghan? That sounds really nice. What colors are you using in your throwing your baby Afghan? So you didn't do a temperature blanket? You'd love to learn how to knit socks. When I do my Knitting Friday video, I'm going to share the tutorial that I'm using to knit mine. I decided to go with the circular needles. I tried to do it on double pointed. It's too flimsy and it goes all over the place. But I'm going to share that tutorial in the description box Friday. So Marshally, you're from Georgia. It's currently 74. That's about what it is here. And you're just relaxing because you don't know what to work on, trying to come up with a tutorial. Yeah, it's funny. You finish projects and you just don't know what you want to start next. Oh, hi, Sandrine. How are you doing tonight? Let me know where you're from and what you're working on. So your Michelle's throw, it's burgundy, coffee, tan, and off-white. Oh, those are some pretty colors. And it's cold there. It's 45 degrees. Yeah, it's funny. Up north it's still cold. In the south, We're starting to warm up. It won't be long before it gets hot here. So I guess I'll start ask. Is there any questions that y'all would like to ask me? Anything y'all want to know about me? Yeah. Hey Gail, how are you doing today? What are you currently working on? Hey Dana, how you doing tonight? And what are you currently working on, Dana? Hi Angela, how are you doing tonight? Let me know where you're from and what you're currently working on. Michelle's asking if I'm originally from Louisiana. Yes, I am. I was originally from Homa, and then after me and Frank got married, I moved to Eunice, which is all still in Louisiana. I just went from South Louisiana to Central Louisiana. Okay. Morsley says she doesn't know what she wants to do. She's thinking of doing a scarf, but she's wondering if it's too early to start making scarf, trying to start up a business, but she doesn't know what's popular in crochet. Now, if you're going to do a scarf, you know it is kind of early, but you can save it for later on whenever it is scarf weather. So Angela's saying it's 74 degrees. That's probably about what it is here. And Dana wants to know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty good. I still have issues with my back because I think I have sciatica and it shoots down my leg. But, you know, it's life. So you're doing great, Dana. You're working on your cat couch order. Oh, I love those cat couches. I think they're the cutest thing. And I would make one for my cats, but I worry I put all that effort into making one and they wouldn't touch it. Because cats can be so funny about things like that. But hand them a box, they'll jump right in. So you're from Indiana? I should know that when I mailed you that card. And Angela's working on a baby sweater, a knit hat, and a crochet chicken. Oh, that sounds nice. And Marshall wants to know if I sell my crochet items and what do I what do you sell? I really don't do much selling. When I sell what I make, it's usually it's always been to people that I know and preferably in my town. I'm really not that big on selling my projects because I don't know. I always worry that if I make something for someone else like that, when they're paying for it, will they be happy with it? What if it doesn't fit them properly? Or if you're dealing with the mail and it's like, okay, you mail it in and there's something wrong, and then they either got to send it back or you're taking a loss. And to me, it's just a big old mess. And I also tend to like to have more control over what I'm making and what colors I use in a sense. But that's just me though. I know a lot of people do sell though. Um, Michelle wants to know what a cat couch order is. I think Dana had somebody um one that wanted her to make a cat couch for them. That's probably paying for it. But they have these cute little cat couch patterns. If you go on Ravelry and search for cat couch, you'll probably find some patterns. And Angela is from Kentwood, where Britney Spears is from, and she's originally from Kenner, which that isn't that far from Houma. Probably about maybe an hour. Hey, Deanna, how are you doing tonight? Let me know where you're from and what you're currently working on. Oh, yeah. Please hit the thumbs up as y'all enter the chat. Make sure, y'all give me the thumbs up. See, I think I missed a comment. Gail says she's working on an Afghan that's Patty Green, navy, gray, and white. She's originally from Brooklyn, New York, but currently living in Fairbanks, Alaska. I've always kind of been curious about New York. I always love like the skyline for New York City. And Alaska's an interesting state. Because don't y'all have the times where it's like always dark or always daylight, don't y'all? Let's see. Okay, and Marshall is originally from Jamaica. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Jamaica. I bet you it's nice there. But she wants to relocate in New York. Now she's in Georgia. Hey, Crystal, how you doing tonight? So what are you currently working on? And I know you're from Texas. We're neighbors. Okay. Hi, Bears Crochet Critters. How are you doing? Let me know where you're from and let me know what you're currently working on. And also for everyone that's just entered, if y'all have any questions for me, feel free to ask in the comments. If y'all want to know something about me, just ask. I'm going to ask one of my first questions that I'm curious about. Let me know what y'all favorite scent is. I tend to like fruity scents and also like baked goods scents. I'm not really a floral scent person. Let's see. Deanna says she's good, that she's in Northern California and she's working on the Trees of Life Afghan still and a crop top for granddaughter. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, nice and sunny California. And Crystal is doing good. She's been working on scrap projects in her shawl. Always love seeing your shawls, Crystal. You make some beautiful shawls. And Bears Crochet Critters. What is your name, Bear, by the way? That she's from Rough and Ready, California, working on a knitted hat. Ooh, what colors are you doing for your knitted hat? And Crystal, how is Tom and Oreo today? Okay, it's Brenda. Okay. I'm going to try to remember that. I'm not always the best with names, so if I ask you what your name is again, please forgive me. Okay, and Angela says she's a floral scent. Is that, I'm guessing it's girl. So you're a YF. Hold up. I don't quite understand your comment, Angela. Okay. And Brenda says that it's black yarn with specks of white. Ooh, that sounds nice. Oh, and Tom and Oreo are doing great. I love Crystal's cats. She always shows her cats in her videos, and I just love seeing them. Okay. I'm also curious, what's a food that y'all don't like to eat? Me, I do not like beans. It's like I will not. I really won't eat any type of beans. The closest I'll use green beans like in a stir fry, but that's it. So what's the food you don't like? Angela saying that she loves floral scents. Crystal doesn't like green peas, but she will still eat them. Oh, when it came to beans, I've tried eating them. The only way that I could barely tolerate would be swallowing them like a pill. I was like, I do not get along with beans. I don't like the smell of them. Michelle says she won't eat sushi. Now, I'm not like a lot of sushi I don't care for, but there's one that's kind of like a little pocket with like the rice looking stuff that kind of has like the green seaweed looking stuff on top. I love those. Those are really good. Hi Kay, how are you doing tonight? Let me know where you're from and what are you currently working on. Deanna likes all types of beans. Yeah, a lot of people love beans, but like I could never be a vegetarian because usually they tend to eat a good bit of beans and can't do it. And Michelle says the only way that she eats beans is in soups, especially taco soups. Ooh, tacos are good. I'll eat me some tacos. But even like chili, I'll make my chili without beans in it because I don't like beans. And Kay is from Alabama, and she's working right now. So what type of work do you do, Kay? And Deanna never says she never had sushi. I never tried it until I met Frank. Angela won't eat mushrooms. Okay. And I'm curious, what is your favorite TV show or movies? My favorite TV shows are like This Is Us, Grey's Anatomy, which they never should have gotten rid of McDreamy. Um, uh, Good Trouble, which was the continuation of the Fosters. Um, let's see, American Housewife, The Goldbergs, Chicago Med. I'm probably forgetting some, but those are the main ones that I tend to watch. So Kay says she works in a core manufacturing plant. They make the plastic moldings for dashboards. And Deanna said you mentioned cabbage casserole the other day. The other day, what all is in it and how is it made? Um, I, if I recall right, you friended me on Facebook, so I'm gonna try to give you the recipe, and I'll probably on my next video I'll post the recipe in the description box there. But it's basically let's see, ground meat, sausage, usually like the ground sausage, um, cabbage, of course, stewed tomatoes, rice, broth, seasoning. Like I usually put like onions, bell peppers, and sometimes mushrooms, and sometimes you can even put corn in it. Um, I'm probably forgetting some ingredients though. Michelle says she doesn't watch regular television, and Angela says she has plenty of work to do and she will catch us later. And she hit the thumbs up. Bye, Angela. Hope you have a good night. And Crystal's brother was born in Louisiana, and he will not eat all the Cajun stuff: beans, rice, gravy, seafood. That's odd because everyone in Louisiana usually loves seafood, but Frank won't eat crawfish. He's allergic to crawfish, but yeah, we love our rice and gravy, stews, etouffees, gumbo. We love jambalaya. And Deanna wants some Cajun recipes. Okay, I'll have to try to put some together. And Crystal says she doesn't watch regular live TV. She records everything to fast forward through the commercials. Yeah. Which a lot of, like, sometimes I'll catch it whenever it's playing, but I set my recorder to record all the shows I like to watch. So that way, if I miss it, I can still watch it. Dana just started eating seafood and Joe doesn't like it. See, tell Joe he don't know what he's missing. So, let's see. Has anybody ever been outside of the United States, or the if you live in a different country, another country? Where I have been to Diego Garcia, which if you don't know about Diego Garcia, it's in the middle of the Indian Ocean. It's shaped like a horseshoe. It's about 50 miles tip to tip. Um, I was stationed there when I was in the Navy, but um, but yeah, that was my experience with being out of the country. Deanna says she likes Criminal Minds, Criminal Criminal Law and Order, those shows. And a lot of people like those, but I've never gotten into them. The closest I did like, was it Rookie Blues? I did get into that one some. Dana hasn't been outside of the U.S. Oh, and just so y'all know, in case y'all don't know my live schedule, I am doing lives now every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And once I get more comfortable doing lives, I probably will do a third time slot, which I'm leaning towards it being on Monday. But so that way, hopefully, if y'all want to catch the lives, y'all can catch the lives. Crystal says she went to Jamaica, Cayman Island, and Cozumel on a cruise. Ooh, I'm jealous. Those sound like some luxury vacations. Oh, Deanna says CSI was one of them. Okay. Hi, Donine. How are you doing tonight? So you're from California? Let me know what you're making. What you're currently working on, Donine. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble pronouncing your name. And at any time, if y'all have any questions y'all want to ask me, go ahead, put them in the chat. Um, let's see. I got a good question for y'all. Okay, if an alien approached you, would you go with the alien if they beamed you would you go with the alien if they came up to you? And do y'all think aliens are real? Well, like me, if I knew everything would be safe, I would go with the alien because I'd be curious. But if they were harmful, I wouldn't want to go. And I do believe aliens are real because I feel like why wouldn't there be life form on another planet? And there's been too many things that you hear about that leads to where it sounds like they do exist. And recently, the Pentagon did release information to do with UFOs, so I really think they're real. So, Crystal, oh, you got a free cruise in a slot tournament? So you and Momo went, oh, y'all got lucky. Michelle says she went to the Bahamas for her anniversary, and since her father is from Canada, they've been there many times. My husband and I sent to Hawaii for our 20th wedding anniversary. Oh, that sounds nice. I've never been to any of those places. Dana says no aliens for her. Oh, come on, Dana. And Crystal says, no, I stay here. I think they are real. I really do, but I do think that they carry a lot of radiation, though. But I had a teacher in high school that taught American history, and her explanation for things that couldn't be explained were aliens. And Michelle says they also went to Alaska in 2017 when our son was stationed at JBER near Anchorage. And from what I hear, Alaska is really beautiful. I had a friend, actually, I had talked her into joining the Air Force, and she at one point was stationed in Alaska and lived in Alaska. And Gail says she went to France, that her mother had a medical episode. Oh, I hope everything was all right with your mom. The entire bill, which included blood work and CAT scans, came to $169. I was able to see Notre Dame before the fire. At least you got to see Notre Dame, but I hope everything is okay with your mom now. Another thing I'm going to ask y'all, what is or was your favorite cartoon character? Me, I used to always love Alvin and the Chipmunks. I love the Chipmunks. And I had like two of their movies. Um, and I also remember Jim. I don't know if y'all remember that cartoon, but I love that. I always loved watching that. And then there was always the Smurfs too that I watched as a kid. That's Michelle says it's beautiful in Alaska. She wouldn't want to be there in the winter months. Yeah, I don't do cold. And Darlene is. Oh yeah, I remember that. You're from Canada. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the the pronounce the first part. Okay, so your name is Deneen. Let me know if I'm saying it right. Crystal likes Bugs Bunny. Gail likes Scooby Doo. Oh, Deneen, you want to know what the question about traveling was? Have you ever been to a country? Well, you live in Canada, outside of Canada for you. Um, let's see. Michelle likes Bugs Bunny too. Okay, so it is Deneen. Deneen. Okay. Yay! Jeannie's here. And speaking of your name, is it pronounced Jeannie or Jenny? Because I've heard some people say Jenny. And your favorite cartoon was Bugs Bunny. Oh, I like Tweety Bird. I think Tweety Bird's cute. Oh, and Elmo's cute. I like cartoon characters, Winnie the Pooh. And actually, I had gotten a pattern off of Ravelry for an Eeyore hat. So eventually I'm going to make that. Let's see. And Jeannie is from Alabama. And what are you currently working on, Jeannie? What project you're working on? And Deneen says they go to Las Vegas every year in April. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Okay, my next question for y'all. If you could be on a reality TV show, which one and why? I really don't know. I mean, I used to always like watching Fear Factor, but I don't think I would have done good on that show. But I don't know. Maybe like something like Big Brother, but I don't know. Overall, I used to like watching reality shows some, but it's like once you start seeing how they do, and it's just like you can tell a lot of that is fake, and I don't really care for them anymore. So Crystal named her cat Tom after Tom from Tom and Jerry. So Crystal would want to be on Survivor. She loves that show. Her and Mama always watch each year. Gail says some of these reality shows are over the top. They really are. Like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I'm like, I, I don't know. I just don't see why you would want to meet your potential you're supposed to be marrying on a show like that. And it's like 90% of those relationships do not work out. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask y'all, what is the funniest thing you've seen recently online? Me, it's usually cat memes. I like stuff to do with cats. I'm always posting cat stuff on my Facebook page. And Jeannie was born and raised in Louisiana. We are Louisiana buddies. And Angela was from Kentwood. And another question I have for y'all, what was your first job? My first job was I was a waitress at Bonanza back in the days, which they used to have a really good buffet. And then after that, I went to work at Ryan's Steakhouse, and I worked on the salad. Well, it actually started off that I was serving the drinks on the front line. Then I moved to salad bar, which they wanted to keep me there because I was really good at keeping up. And then they ended up, I had filled in for someone on the dessert board. And then they started putting me on the dessert board because most people couldn't keep up with the dessert board. So Those were my first two jobs. Crystal doesn't know of anything that she's seen funny. So your first job, Crystal, was a hostess at Golden Corral. But yeah, whenever in Homer, whenever they open up Ryan's, it basically caused Bonanza to start going under. But as a kid, we would go to Arkansas to visit family in Arkansas, and I always loved eating at Bonanza. It was like so exciting when you got to eat there. So Dana's first job was Ponderosa Steakhouse. So how is everybody liking all the new tutorials that I was uploading last night and this morning? I still have two more that hopefully I get to film them tomorrow because I still want to show how to do the waistcoat stitch, and I also want to do the waistcoat stitch decrease tutorial. Let's see. Deneen was a canteen worker at a bingo hall, and Gail worked at Friendly Restaurant. She started Sunday making, and we had to evacuate my first day because the person training me mixed bleach and ammonia. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I remember one time I worked at an answering service and I was still in training, and I got this phone call, and we were answering for the cable company, and he was all mad, and he made a threat. And I told the one the girl that was training me, and she's like, "Oh, we got to report that." So like we had to get the police involved. All about, and it's like, isn't that something to happen? Like your first week on a job. Let's see. Dana was a server at Ponderosa Steakhouse. Those tips were lovely. Oh yeah, I remember the days of waitressing with the tips. It's like you can make some tips. But the bad thing with waitressing, and it's that they only make like $2.13 an hour, and I think they're still making that. Where like whenever I waitressed, it was about half a minimum wage. Where now it's like the employers don't want to pay waitresses. Let's see. Kay was a cashier at Family Dollar, and Jeannie uh, Jeannie's first job was at Waffle House. Well, they got some good food. And let's see. What was some of y'all's favorite TV shows growing up? I used to like Little House on the Prairie, Three's Company, Growing Pains, Family Ties. I know I'm forgetting one. Who's the Boss? Deneen wants to know how it's legal. What it is that they expect you to make up the difference of minimum wage and tips. But the thing is, which usually, at least when I waitress, you you really should have made up the difference. Now I'm sure it's harder, but if you don't make the difference, the employer is supposed to pay the difference. But it has to be like over a long stretch. It's not like you have one shift that you didn't make the difference that the employer will kick in because that week you probably made more than minimum wage. But that's how that basically works. But if you're not making the difference, more than likely the employer is going to think you're not a good waitress and probably won't keep you. But yeah, like Dana said, the employer is supposed to cover it if you don't make minimum wage. So Michelle liked Happy Days. Gail says waitressing can stink because you make below minimum and get stiffed on tip. Mm-hmm. And what's bad too is, and a lot of people don't realize waitresses aren't making minimum wage. So, but in the same aspect, I don't think it's fair that the customer has to pay their salary either, because tipping really should be about, oh, I think you did a really great job. I'm going to, I'm choosing to leave you a little extra. And it's not like that. So Crystal used to like I Love Lucy. Denise says that wouldn't fly. Let's see. I'll ask y'all another question. And like I said, if y'all have any questions for me, ask. Go ahead and ask. I still have about 19 more minutes that I plan to stay live. Let's see. Do y'all have any scores, and how did y'all get them? Where, whenever I was a kid, I used to have like this like core type thing, and I would get on top of it and scoot around on the floor. Well, one day I was scooting and I fell forward and my chin hit the floor, and I have a score like right here, and I still have it. Deneen says that waitresses where she's at, they get minimum wage plus tips, and that's really how it should be. And then another thing too, when you waitress, when it's slow, they want you to do all these side cleaning jobs and stuff like that, and you're not even making minimum wage. And I'm getting tongue tied. Sorry. Jeannie says the waitresses at Waffle House make $2.13 an hour, the same thing I was making in 1991. Yes, because whenever I think like around 90, I know it's in the 90s. It's like I was making $2.13 an hour waitressing, and Michelle used to like the Carol Burnett show, and Deneen says 2C6. Oh, okay, for the scores. At first, it didn't click. And Gail says, and on top of getting stiff, some owners make you pay a bill if a table dashes and dines. I know, like, one place that I waitressed, sometimes they would, on the patio, open the doors, and we had to watch real closely to make sure customers didn't leave. But I don't think they ever made any of us pay the bill if it happened. And really, it didn't happen too often. And Crystal says she likes a lot of old stuff, old movies and TV shows, golden oldies music. I think I was born in the wrong time. But there's something about a lot of like the old, like I know like stuff that you experienced like in my time when I was a kid, and things are just so different nowadays. Technology has taken over so much, and there's certain things technology can be a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. And it's like we get away too much from like the little things. Denise says minimum wage is 11.60. I think it's still like 7.25 or 7.50 here. Hey Lisa, how you doing tonight? Coping with Yawn is here. And if y'all haven't watched her channel, check her channel out. She's a new creator. And I just gave her a shout out on my Crochet Tuesday video. And she's also one of my testers for my first pattern that I'm writing up. So yeah, go check her out. And Lisa, where are you from and what are you currently? Oh, actually, I know the question. You're currently working on testing my project, probably. But are you working on anything else besides that? Okay. And Dana says she had a huge score on her leg from scraping her leg on her bike. It was so horrible. I wore pants for years. It has lightened up now. Ouch. That sounds like it would have hurt. And Jeannie says tubal and cut finger and glass washing dishes. Another ouch. Crystal says, I have 2 scores from a back surgery. I had scoliosis surgery at age 11 and another at age 15. That's too many surgeries, especially at a young age. So Deanna's back. Hey, Deanna. I've been asking a lot of questions. Let's see. And Jeannie says her sister was working there and she was making that and then got moved to a cook. And Gail says she also liked Ellery Queen because you had to guess who the murderer was. So that's a TV show? I never heard of it. Let's see. Lisa's loving my hat. I'm so glad you like it. Which, once you and Leanne finish testing it, hopefully it'll be pretty much ready to go so I can upload it to Ravelry. And Lisa's working on a diamond lace score for a kid that she works with. Ooh, that sounds nice. What colors are you doing it in? And she's also doing a bunny. And I can amigurumi. I always have trouble saying that. Bunnies, Winnie the Pooh, and supposed to be doing a dog amigurumi. Well, you have a lot of projects going on. And Kay says when she was about 22, she was on the phone and trying to get into the car. She couldn't open the door all the way because of the car parked beside us. I hit my brow bone and a 2-inch score. Ow! Let's see. My next question for y'all. What is your favorite breed of dog? I would go with Siberian Huskies. I think they're beautiful. Now, they do tend to like to be diggers. And my other pick would be Bulldogs. I think they're so ugly, they're cute. I'm kind of shocked. No, y'all haven't been asking me that many questions tonight. Oh, okay. Gail says Ellery Queen was a murder mystery. The inspector police chief had a son who was a writer and he solved the murders. Sounds interesting. Oh, earlier today I had watched another VC Andrews movie. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think Sweet Little, and it was a person's name, and I know it starts with an A. But it was a really good movie. Granted, though, VC Andrews, well, actually, I think it's a female. She can do some kind of odd stuff in her movies. Let's see. Coping with yours, I don't know. I got mixed breeds. I'm not talking about a dog that you have. I'm just talking about in general. So there's a dog that like you've always been like, oh, that's a pretty dog, or I like this about that dog, that type of thing. And Dana wants a teacup poodle. And then Barbara says dash what I'm not pronouncing words properly tonight. Dashin. I know I'm not saying that right. Sorry. Okay. Dana says she's just listening and working. And Lisa with coping with yarn says pugs are sweet. Yeah, that's another one that's kind of like how the bulldog is. And Crystal says she would have to say a husky too. It's the closest to a wolf. She loves wolves. But yeah, huskies they're gorgeous. And then sometimes they have like the two different color eyes. Lisa says maybe she likes them because they look like E.T. And then Gail says she loves cats. I have had mostly dogs. I had a German Shepherd, Doberman, Mini Pinscher, Puggy, and Akita. So I don't have a favorite. Yeah, I'm more of a cat person. I do like dogs, but as far as a pet, I like cats. Let's see. Hi, Gabby and Grammy. How are you doing tonight? Um, and let me know what you're currently working on. Yeah, I saw that you tagged me in the bod tag thing, which I'm gonna try to work on filming mine tomorrow and getting it posted. Let's see. Dana says she really is enjoying herself. I love being able to go to my family's chats and chill. You have no idea how amazing this is for me. You probably like being on the other side instead of having to do all the talking. You get a break. And Deanna says her first job was cleaning houses, then Bortel's, a hamburger joint, Beacon Gas and Mini Mart, assistant manager, assisted living facility, in home health. Now I'm home on disability. Let's see. Okay, so it's 7:53. So we have about 7 more minutes. So I can tag you when I do mine, Dana. I'll tag you. And that's one thing. How many people are you supposed to tag for it? I don't remember how many you're supposed to tag. But yeah, like I said, if y'all have any questions y'all want to ask me before I wrap things up, go ahead and ask. Let's see. Lisa has to go. Her daughter is bugging her about opening up a crochet society box. Ooh, I bet y'all got some gorgeous yarn. Gonna shoot a video. Bye. Bye. I hope you have a good night. Hey, Daigo, how are you doing tonight? And where are you from? And let me know what you're working on. Okay. Lisa said that. Okay. Crystal from Bangladesh Tag 3. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I might ask y'all one more question. Okay. What useless fact do you know? And really, I can't think of anything off here. Frank would be an expert at this. He knows a lot of useless information. It's like sometimes I don't know how he knows some of the things that he does. But he also watches a lot of YouTube videos. Let's see. Okay. So Crystal says some are tagging for up to 4 people. Yeah, I thought some were tagging more. Hi, Jill, from Fiber, Jill from Fiber Floozy Crafts. How are you doing tonight? And where are you from, Jill? Oh, where are you from, Jill? And let me know what you're working on. What project? Let's see. Digo is from Texas. She's working on a test pattern for Reggie. Barbara just said that I might want to remind y'all to post what you're working on in the Facebook group. That she likes seeing what everyone is working on. So yes, if you have any finished projects that you would like me to post in one of my videos, you can either post it in my Facebook group, which I have the link in the description box of all my videos for it. And I have a post that I pinned so it'll be up top for posting pictures of finished projects that y'all want me to put on my videos. Or you can also email me pictures, and that's all. My email address is also in the description box of my videos. Let's see. Dabbling Grammy says she's a fountain of useless information. Hey, Joe, how you doing tonight? And Jill is from West Texas. She's finishing her shawl, a shop sample to be sent off. Oh, that sounds nice. I love shawls. And let's see. Oh, that's my place. And Gabbing Grammy says she's working on a candy bar right now. What's a candy bar? Gotta wash my hands before working on a baby blanket. Oh, you must be eating a candy bar. I thought that was some type of crochet project. I was like, what is that? Blind Stitches Creations wanted to know what she missed. They were having dinner. Oh, what did y'all have for dinner? Really, I just asked a lot of different questions. And all of us just kind of shared the answers to it and just kind of discussed things. Let's see. Daigo doesn't use Facebook or Instagram. I just recently started with Instagram, but I'm really not that big on Instagram. I overall don't see the point because I feel like you can do everything on Instagram on Facebook and more. So I'm doing good, Joe. Let's see. Oh, Daigo lives 1 hour from Jill. So have y'all ever met? And Deanna is making chicken ganache. Um, but actually, me and Crystal, the crazy chicken and cat lady, we've talked about meeting up because her and her grandma tend to go to a casino that's about an hour away from me. So we've talked about the next time they go, maybe trying to meet up. And at some point, me and Crystal do plan to do some lives together. We've been talking about that too. But It's 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna wrap everything up. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I hope y'all had a good time. I enjoyed getting to know y'all better, and I hope everyone has a fabulous yawny day. Be the light, and bye.